I just want to say that this video that you're going to watch is going to be a little bit messy because I am not on my ADHD medication because of some mess with the receipts and everything with the doctor's appointment, and it just have been something missing by the doctor. I don't know, but it will be sorted out, I think, next week. But bear that in mind when watching this video. Well, hi. It was a while ago since I sat with this camera and just talked with you guys. And I need to talk. I need to clear my mind. I need to post it because it might help some of you as well who feel overwhelmed with life right now. And I think by sharing my things, maybe you can find some tips alongside me. And this feels so... I feel a little bit nervous because it was a while ago I was in front of the camera and just talking like this. I have done vlogs, I have done podcasts, I have done more creative videos with planning and with creativity and art, but I haven't done one of these talking videos for a while. I felt like it's time for it, and I want to talk first thing about my energy levels or level. I have no energy. Today I have a little bit more energy than I normally have, but I usually don't have this much energy as I have had today. I have been to church because I see someone in the church who I'm talking with. I don't quite know the word in English. Is it called deacons? I don't know, but it's like a priest, but it's not really a priest. It's a priest type of title, but it's more someone who works with the social work, but in church and with people in the church and with caring for people and the elderly and people who have trouble at home and all these kinds of social work, but in the church. I see one of these kinds of people because I have gone through a lot and I'm still waiting on trauma therapy. It's insane. I have waited for almost a year and I'm still not in trauma therapy. I'm waiting still. And so I have just come home from that meeting. So I think that might be why I'm a little bit more energized today, because I have been outside maybe and got some fresh air in my face. Maybe that is the deal. I don't know. But my exhaustion is more due to maybe I'm getting older. Maybe it's because of I have fatigue due to chronic pain. Maybe it can be many things, but it might also be that I am depressed, or that I'm too overwhelmed with all of my projects. I don't know what it is, if it is a burnout or something. Or I don't think so. I think it is more due to my chronic pain illness, and it's very up and down with everything. And I also think it has to do with that I am a lot at home and I'm not going out very often. So I'm working on getting myself outdoors more. Well, that was a little bit rambly. Let's talk about things I want to prioritize to get more energy. And that is matcha tea or matcha lattes, piano, reading, waking up on time. These are the things I have written down that can help me with energy levels. I also want to talk about habits. What habits do I want to take into 2025? Habits I want to implement more are journaling, and I also want to start to meditate again. And these are for my well-being. I also want to, like I said, play more piano because that's make me feel good. And I want to work, of course, more on this YouTube channel as well, but that's like a pretty obvious thing for me, so I don't necessarily have to say that to myself. It feels like I'm already doing that, so but I don't meditate, so it feels like I need to prioritize meditation more and journaling and those things. Something else I want to talk about is that I have so many projects, so many art projects, and so many ideas for videos, but it has to come together when I feel energized enough to do that, and that can be very up and down. It can be very... I can't promise to have a schedule for things and to do things every week, even though I almost always do things every week. I can't promise you that, and I can't promise you to be like having the same thing every week. Like sometimes the podcast might be a day late or something. That's how it is right now, and but this YouTube channel makes some kind of focus in a chaotic world for me. Also, I took a break to shower, so that's why my hair is suddenly curly. Yeah. Also, I want to talk about my spiritual life and practice because I haven't talked about it for a while, especially not in these sit-down videos. I want to talk about where I'm at in my witchcraft journey and my spiritual practice, and I'm reading a lot right now. I picked up this book that came out just recently, actually, and it's by a fellow YouTuber, Kellyanne Maddox, Witch in Darkness. I have only read the introduction and the first chapter, maybe. No, the introduction. I have just read the introduction, but it seems promising and I enjoyed it so far. I am a little bit into chapter 1, so I haven't read enough to say what I think that much yet, but it seems like a book that is very needed for many people, and for me as well, because I am recovering from trauma and I see that as my own personal darkness. So yeah, I'm very excited to read more and see what this book can offer and what I can take from it. I also reading Alive with Spirits, The Path and Practice of Animistic Witchcraft. I think I have talked about it before. Oh, my cell phone is... yeah. It's by... I don't know how to pronounce this name, but that name that is over here, I won't even try to pronounce it. I can't even pronounce everything in English, so don't have too high of expectations. This is also a new book that came out just recently, and I picked it up because I want to refresh my skills as a witch. I want to I want to start over in a way as a witch. Not start over, but refreshing the basics, and I think that would a guided journal would help me. It's called The Intentional Witch by, let's see, who is it by? I can't really see. I just see foreword by Jenny Blonde, but I don't know the author. Is it? It doesn't say who the author is. I don't know who the author is. If you know the author, this is the book. I can't find anywhere where the author is, and this book as well. I do a lot of shadow work all the time. It's nothing new here on the channel. But with this book, at least, I wanted something basic so I can refresh my skills and come back to earth with my witchcraft and practice the basics and stuff. Even though I am quite advanced at this point, I wanted something more for the beginner, because I think we always are beginners in some sense. We need to like fuel the beginner concepts to be able to flourish. I think that. So yeah. So, and a lot of shadow work books. I know I'm a little bit rambly, so other things I'm doing in my witchcraft practice are spirit and ancestor work. I'm doing mainly ancestor work, but also other spirit work. I'm also researching a lot, and of course my weekly low energy practice, which is tarot for both for spirit work and ancestor work, but also from my subconscious mind and reflections. So I'm doing tarot at least once a week, but sometimes more often or less often. I also do sometimes crystal meditations and Reiki, like self-Reiki, because I'm studying to be a Reiki practitioner. I'm still at level 1, but I do my Reiki studies and I do a lot of self-Reiki, which means doing Reiki on myself to heal myself, like a meditation practice. I'm also researching, like I said, a lot of new stuff I haven't done that much, like scrying. I just happened to stumble upon a video about scrying the other day, and I wanted to incorporate that more into my practice. I actually have a crystal ball that I never use, but I want to use it more now. And I do like researching into things I think are interesting, even though I'm not practicing it yet. I trying to get the information so I can start practicing it as soon as possible. I mean, I know a lot about crystals, and I know a lot about tarot and oracle cards and herbalism. Actually, I'm a little bit bored now. I want to incorporate new practices into my spirituality, so I'm researching a lot what can fit my practice. But yeah, with that said, I'm just rambling at this point, so I want to say, yeah, bye. This is too rambly. I don't know what more to say, so bye.